We're a little short-handed as part of it.
Especially about those two key players respond the way your team did with a 12-point run in the final couple minutes. How valuable do you think that could be as you get into the postseason? Maybe it's something to draw on.
I didn't understand your question. I'm sorry. Say it again.
To respond to that adversity, without, after you give away a 19-point lead,
yeah,
respond to a 12-point run at the
right.
end.
Yeah, I think we're solid players, and we have a lot of really talented players. We have a lot of good players. They're smart. They understand the game of basketball, and we make plays down the stretch, offensively and defensively. We can do that. I'd like to see it for the entire game for 40 minutes, like we did for 20 minutes in the first half. We'll get there. I mean, it's a matter of understanding what's coming at us, adding some more pieces back to the puzzle. But like I said, we could have easily lost this game because of errors that we made that we're going to have to clean up going forward.
Do you have a sense when you get those two players back?
I really don't. Hamby is a pretty defined sprained ankle. Obviously every player wants to get back on the floor right away. It's up to her. So it's basically about pain management. But at the same time, as franchise, you want to make sure you protect the player, especially with feet or knees, because that's their livelihood. And we don't want someone coming in and out, in for a game, out for a game. We'd rather see her get as healthy as possible. She's never going to be as healthy, complete healthy for the rest of the season. It's not going to happen. It's just that, can she play through things? And I think I probably expect her back before I do Liz.
Coach, Sky came out with 8 quick points in the third, and then they closed it on to down to 4-point lead. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
They end up coming back, closing out the lead in the third quarter. What do you tell your team at the end of the third? It felt like playoff basketball, and there was certainly very physical. You had a lot of conversations in there with the refs.
Well, I told them we were very sloppy in the third quarter. We turned the ball over and they got runouts. I mean, they probably got 11, 12 points on our turnovers just in the third quarter alone. That can't happen. And they were bad turnovers. They were and we were walking through everything. I think it's just that we were tired. We were tired mentally and physically. Why coming out of the locker room? That's to be talked about, in the next couple of days. But, they learned that you can't do that in this time of year. And hopefully they realize that and have a better result next time out of the locker room.
Hey, Coach, can you talk about the midseason addition of Kia Stokes? And it seems like every time you call her, she delivers no matter the role.
Well, I drafted Kia Stokes in New York. She played for me for 5 years, I guess. There, she's a professional basketball player. We'd like to see her score more. We'd like to see her be more offensive minded, but she's not that way anymore. But she's an outstanding defender. She understands the scheme and the plays, both offensively and defensively, so you can trust her out there. And she's, she'll get offensive rebounds, which are more possession. So overall, she fits right into who we are, what we do. She played, no, she's extremely tired tonight because that's the most minutes she's played and the hardest she's played the entire season. But we knew what we were getting when we picked her up, and it's showing itself.
And then I think 6 turnovers in the third quarter. Not many, if any at all, in that fourth. Is that ultimately what brought you guys back into the game?
Yeah, well, we lectured them about turnovers, and they took care of the ball in the fourth quarter and got good shots. And that's all you can ask. If the shots go in, the shots go in, the shots don't. But you have to make sure you get a good shot every time down the floor. They got back in the game by our turnovers, fueling their fast break. And we took care of that in the fourth quarter.
Thank you.
Trania?
Hey, Coach, good game. What are you doing to prepare your team for the playoffs as you see that they let up from playing the way that you want them to play in the first half?
Well, we're experiencing it right now. We're playing very quality basketball because we played Chicago 3 times. We played Minnesota once, and we play Dallas and Phoenix are all in the playoffs right now. So there's no easy games coming. We know that. We know we're shorthanded, so we really have to focus and concentrate. If we do that, we'll be okay. We'll get our fair chance to win games. If we don't concentrate, we don't, focus on our assignments, then we're going to lose some basketball games we could have won. It's as simple as that. It's just a matter of going out there and executing, taking care of business, and playing as hard as you can.
Thanks a lot, Coach. We'll be back with Asia Wilson and Raquana Williams.
Thanks, Bill.
Mhm.